So he was the highest run scorer for India in the Champions Trophy, thereby also winning the Golden Bat. Then went on to become the man of the series in the Test series versus Sri Lanka. But then, because of personal reasons, he had to miss out on a couple of ODI series, one in Sri Lanka and then against Australia. But now he's back into the Indian T20 team, and rightly so, riding on some great form. Joining us right now is Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar, firstly, because you were out because of personal reasons, everything good at home now?
Yep, all settled now, and my wife is recovering well now. Yeah.
Right, but what about your own injury?
Which injury?
The one in which you got hit by a motorbike.
Oh, that one, my son hit me with his bike, and I'm fine, so I keep getting those sort of injuries from him.
Okay, I wanted to understand, because I just mentioned at the start of the interview, you've had a great time, but people will forget that just earlier this year, you were even dropped from the team. Can you tell us what went through your mind, and how did you encourage yourself and motivate yourself to make this comeback and then make such a strong comeback?
Yeah, it was a hard time for me because I was giving my best and still things wasn't going my way. And when I got dropped from the side, from Test team and T20 side, of course I felt bad, but I knew that I haven't performed that well. That's why I got dropped, and then I went back and kept my process going. I increased my training, skill work, and made myself more fitter, and I was happy. Of course I felt sad, but I wanted to be happy at the same time, and I enjoyed playing Ranji Trophy with Delhi boys again. It was fun. I felt very free because there was no pressure for me. So after so many years, I felt so free and I enjoyed it, and then by the grace of God things went good for me again, and I got a call for Champions Trophy, and before that I did very well in the other trophy. Then IPL I did very well, so I was in good touch, and I just kept going in Champions Trophy and then other series.
Alright. Mr. Gavaskar, who's a cricket analyst, said gave very high praise to the current team, saying that this team has the potential to be the best ODI team ever for India. What do you think are the reasons that makes this team so strong? Because currently they are number one in ODIs, number one in Tests, and it's the first time it's happened for an Indian team.
Yep, it's a very big achievement for us, and the reason behind it is that we got good mature players in the side, experienced players, and the youngsters also, they're very confident. I believe because of IPL and sharing dressing room with such big international players and playing under that big amount of pressure, boys have got confident, and when they see that they can perform better than other international players, so that confidence have given them that extra X factor to perform in international cricket straight away. So that's why if we see our youngsters coming in, they're performing and they're so mentally tuned with the pace of international cricket. We are not getting that problem of that we have to give them a lot of time to get mature, but they already have done their homework earlier.
What do you? Another thing that's been spoken about is the bench strength that this Indian team has. Be it the opening slot, be it the middle order, even spinners. We have so many spinners now that someone like even Jadeja and Ashwin are out, and yet India is doing so well. What do you think is the main reason that we've got such good bench strength? And do you think that bench strength is also one of the reasons that the Indian team is so good right now?
Of course it is, and it's a very healthy competition in the side. Any player knows that if they're not going to perform, there's other batsman who's as good as him. So that's a very good sign, and that makes the boys on their toes and keep them going and keep them going. And I believe it's all domestic cricket. Then IPL sort of structure is going very good, and that's why we're producing so many players, not just one. But if you see from top to bottom, we got all the options. We all got the plan B or second option is there. So it's a very huge thing for us.
Yeah, many say that probably India can have India A, B, C all play in international cricket. That's the strength. But you talk about the great competition. Ajinkya Rahane, who was opening when you were not around, he was asked that now he's not there, you have come back. He says that's the great competition, and I see it as competition which is very healthy, makes the team much stronger. Do you also see it like that? Just let's take the opening slot for example. There are 4 or 5 people like yourself vying for that.
Of course, yeah, it is, and I totally think that way only, that it's a very healthy competition, and that's why I say that there's so many great players that if you're not going to do well for a certain period, they won't be, it won't take long for them to pick the other player, because they know there's other players who can perform as good as the player who's playing. So which is a very good sign, and overall it is very good for Indian cricket. Yeah.
Are you surprised that a country as big as in India, which is doing so well in all other sectors, as far as sportswear is concerned, there were only big international brands, but now you are beginning to see Indian brands come there?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it is a very big market, and as I said, that if you can make clothes for international brands, why not for yourself? And why not grow that brand and make it as huge as you can? Sky's the limit. So I've always believe if you're gonna give quality out in the market, it will speak for itself.
All right. Finally, because we are in the T20 season, you'll be playing T20 cricket. So this part of the interview is called T20. It's rapid fire, fast, fours and sixes, what we're looking for. So tell me, in one word, you got to explain the following. Pandya's bowling.
Bowling? Yeah. Pandya's bowling. I thought you were going to ask me batting.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that as well.
Yeah, Pandya's bowling, very good.
Pandya's batting.
Hitter.
Okay. Bhuvi's Yorkers.
Kanchebas.
Bumrah's death bowling.
Bumrah's death bowling, serious stuff.
Okay. Jadav's bowling action.
Jadav, फिरकी, जैसे आप flying disc नहीं फेंकते, that way.
Okay. Because you field in the slips and MS Dhoni is very close to you, we've seen him giving very smart one-liners from behind the stump. Can you tell us one smart one-liner that you heard?
जो हमारे साथ हुआ है, कभी जब उन्हें छींक आती है कुछ आती तो मजाक में कहते हैं कि भगवान मुझे नहीं इसको उठा ले.
Okay. Suggest one exercise to Yuzvendra Chahal so that he can put some weight on.
Eating.
Okay. If you were to give an award for the best facial hair in the Indian team, who would you give it to? I'm giving you 4 nominees for this award. One is yourself.
All right.
Even though that stylish Gabbar moustache is gone. The other is KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, and I think who else has great? I think these.
Ajinkya is also there.
Ajinkya is there.
Ajinkya is there. Yep.
You could pick. Who do you think?
All right. So I'll say that we all are very good at it, but I'll still give that award to myself.
Okay. And finally, one word to describe a man who's 38 years of age, refuses to go away. One of the very few players who made his debut under Mohammad Azharuddin and is still playing, Ashish Nehra, your Delhi teammate. Him making a comeback at the age of 38 years. One word.
One word. Determination. There's so many words for him. Hard work, determination, process, and never, that love towards the game. It's a big thing to be playing, especially in the current side where we got so many options, as I said, and still he has made a comeback in the side. Hats off to him.
All right. Thanks so much for talking to Ashif.
Thank you.